There's the music. Coming up, introducing the show. If you're just turning on your radio, you've tuned in to the Business to Business Network show. My name is Rex Perry. I'm the host and creator of the show. We talk business, politics, and economics. A lot of real estate conversations because real estate's the engine, the industry of the selling of homes brings so many jobs. Our first guest today, we're going to start with Amy. Amy, give us your last name. Introduce yourself.
Good morning. I'm Amy Miller. I am with Real Broker. I've been a licensed realtor just coming up on 8 years, so that's an exciting milestone to be at. What else would you like to know, Rex?
Let's go to Janet. Janet, last name, introduce yourself.
Hi, JanetSandler here with Barrett Financial Group, LLC. Corporate MLS is 181106. My individual is 206-4628.
And you have to give those out.
I have to give those out, yes. I've been doing mortgages for a combination of probably a decade now. I love what I do. I love hard loans. I love puzzles. So, if someone thinks they can't get a mortgage, I could probably get you one.
You figure it out.
I figure it out. Yeah.
And then this is very important. By the way, I started in the real estate industry as a title officer. So I know title, and there's two segments to it. There's title and escrow, and that's Greg. Tell us,
Yes,
Greg,
sir.
Introduce yourself. Tell us about security.
So, greg.douthit with Security Title Agency, and I've been in the business. You're going to make me date myself. 27 years.
Yeah.
Rex and I go back over 20
Yeah,
years.
we started way back in 2000 when we started doing radio and TV and stuff.
So, very fortunate to work with rock stars like these ladies. Our business is built on helping them.
Yeah.
So,
Making sure things go smoothly.
yeah. We're the ones that just make sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing according to the contract. So,
That's the way to go. Let's talk market here a little
Yes.
bit. This is kind of a buyer's market. Explain that to the audience.
It's definitely a buyer's market, which I think is really exciting. We're seeing buyers have leverage that they haven't had in years here in the Phoenix Valley. And what does that look like? They've got the negotiating power, right? Anything from pricing to seller concessions, which is what we hear talked about the most. But there's also other negotiable terms within a contract where we're really seeing buyers winning right now. So I personally think it's an exciting time to be a buyer.
Do you have any examples of maybe some of the buyers you've worked with recently, or tell us a little bit of a story?
Yeah, so Janet and I have worked together actually on my past 3 buyers, and there was a consistent theme with all of them, and that was that none of them thought that they could qualify for various reasons, right? One had limited funds, the couple others were self-employed, hadn't been employed for that 2 years, which is what lenders typically like to see. To Janet's point, she is the ultimate problem solver, and she finds ways to get people into homes. Her and I work together to ahead of the time, right? As I'm structuring a contract, I'm talking to her, understanding what I need to go after for the buyer, and then what's going to be an added bonus, right? We work together on the front end to structure those deals, get those accepted, and then get those wins for our clients.
This is why it's so
awesome.
important. Somebody comes to you and wants to buy a home. Really, the first call they need to make is to Janet. Janet, without mentioning any names, tell us a little bit of these stories. When people come to you and say, I don't think I could qualify, what did you have to do? Give us some ideas.
Well, a couple of them were bank statement loans and self-employed borrowers that, may have not have had their 2 years, didn't have their 2 years of tax returns, but still, had enough money, had enough income to buy a house. They would call me and say, I don't know what I can do. And then I, got them both loans, 2 different ones, bank statement loans.
And you were able to dig up or find alternative documentation. See, a lot of people don't know that. You got to be creative and say, whoa. You may not have the 2 years, the 24 months required, but we might be able to piece this together, and that's how you solve that.
Yeah, one of my lenders is really good with the bank statement programs and asset lending, which a lot of people don't know that exists. If you have enough assets out there, you can qualify with no income, just your assets to buy a house. Yeah,
And pulling that together again with escrow.
Yeah, so something just hit me. It's super important to work with people that actually, as I'm listening to them speak, know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because we see so many contracts falling out right now. I mean, it's a huge amount of contracts falling out for nothing more than the lender and I'm not trying to call anybody out, but the lender or one of the agents not really knowing how to structure that deal correctly
Put it together right.
and word it correctly so it falls out. So, you know, when you have two people that know what they're doing and how to structure it and where to go and thinking outside the box and able
Yeah.
to put that in, it helps us in the title to help keep that together. So,
Yeah.
so my advice would be
Go with the team.
work with people that actually know what they're doing.
I actually get a lot of loans from loans that have fallen out. I've
Yeah.
actually never
Yeah.
had a loan fall out, you know, knock on wood, but, you know, that's my specialty.
Well, that's what we want to do now. We're going to come up on a little bit of a commercial break here, but we want people to stay tuned because this is what we're trying to do is help people understand that this is the time to get off the fence if you're a buyer and get a hold of Amy. Amy, let's get a phone number. How can people reach you?
My phone number is 480-258-1802.
One more time.
480-258-1802.
I warned you.
You did. Yes, you did.
Okay, phone number.
480-221-4623. Again, 480-221-4623.
And Greg.
480-703-9525. 480-703-9525.
We do that because people are driving and they go, wait, I can't buy a house. Maybe I should call Amy, and we want to give that phone number out. Now, stay tuned, everybody. We're coming right back. We're going to talk a little bit more about this buyer's market. My name is Rex Perry. We're talking business to business radio. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.